I tell you, when I tell you it is nonstop, it is nonstop. Never in my life have I been attacked so much by the enemy. This stuff is like, this is some wicked work. Never in my life has anything been this bad. Period. Like, nothing. And like, even in my like days of like being in the world, did not seem to be this hard. Like, I'm just being honest. I don't know if it was just, just going with the punches, and that's, I just got used to living in chaos. I don't know if that's what it was, but it's like me and my family are constantly being attacked by the enemy, and it is exhausting. And I know it's just, just for the moment, and like this is just what was that? This is just you know, just a moment in time that we just have to grow through. But what it is, well, what I think it is the enemy knows that we are like right there, and it, he wants the motion to stop. That's what it is. Now, yeah, things are, kind of questionable at times, but then it's not. Like nothing is really questionable. Like when it comes to just the things that are happening. But man, I don't know. It's like always something with the kids too. It's like the kids are always constantly being smothered, and I'm having a hard time with it. Like how, and then having split households is another thing that's hard. So there's my household, my fiance's household, and my baby mom's. And I won't speak on my baby mom's household, but things are what they are. I know that my household is um, a lot safer. No drug use, no alcohol use, all the all the things. Um, Fiance's house is the same way, and it's actually love in these homes. There's no dysfunction. I mean, maybe dysfunction from like regular. No, there's no dysfunction. I mean, besides my daughter getting upset at certain things, there's no dysfunction in my house. My fiance doesn't have really dysfunction. I don't see it. Um, but there's always issues with the kids, and I see the enemy constantly attacking the kids, and it's not little stuff. Like Man, it's not little stuff. It really gets to me. It's like my daughter's like always angry whenever she gets back from her mom's, and I like gotta give her reassurance, and like I've always been there for my daughter, but this is like different. This is like I don't know. It's almost like she wants my house to be like her mom's house with the dysfunction. Like she wants to yell and fight, and I'm like, yeah, Mari, we don't have to do that. I'm not going to do that. That's not how you have a home. That's not a home, and it's not a place you want to be. Um, so I have to like re um, rejuvenate her with love every time she has a bad visit. And I mean, there's only really been like a handful of good visits that she's been with her mom. I'm not trying to bash her mom, but uh, I'm looking at the things that makes my daughter revert into this hurt state, and that's one of the things is being at her house. You know, I feel like therapy is important. Therapy is important for everybody. I feel like everybody should do it. If you're not a person that can't pick yourself apart and dissect the things that are really wrong with you and admit them out loud, even to yourself, because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't admit their flaws as people for themselves. Like I don't know. I've always done it. I've always checked myself and did all the things like isolated myself from people that I didn't feel was in my best interest or were sending me astray with the things that they would say or just their actions. Um, and it's like just the kids have so much anger. I don't know where it stems from. Really trying to break down, altars and destroy generational curses. Like that's really what I've been doing for like the last, I'd say, 2 years. I've been just trying to, destroy all the altars that were passed down to me. And it's like the anger, I don't know. Don't know. That's why it's important to pray for your kids and to pray with your kids. And, a non believer isn't going to understand. But everybody needs to. Like, even if you aren't a believer of the Lord, you know that there's something out there. And all these other things. I watched a short last night, and it was this guy, and he had a chart, and it was just like a timeline at the bottom, and it was kind of marked, and then it had a whole bunch of blue and purple like strings that go from the back to the end, or from the start to the end. And what he was showing was all of those lines are from the beginning of the Bible to the end of the Bible, where they connect. And he was kind of just more debunking and explaining that there is no way, just because it's a man written book, but it was from God. Like most of it is God's words. I mean, besides the other people that were in the Bible, but I mean, like Psalms are just those are all prayers from David. You know what I'm saying? Like they are finna kill me, Lord save me. That's what Psalms is pretty much. Um, I need to get back into that today too. Um, and he was making these connections, and he was saying that for people not to believe in the Bible, but they believe in history books, is crazy, which it is. The Bible is the only book that people question for what it is. Why do you guys question that hard? It's a lack of faith, which is fine. You can have a lack of faith, but once you have an encounter with God, your life is completely different. And you can just look at everybody's testimony. You look at my testimony. I was I was like, man, I wasn't the worst, and that's the scary part. I wasn't even the worst person I knew. I mean, to my standards, I was pretty bad, but some of the people that even now, some of the people that I know are terrible people. They won't, they're stuck in their ways, and it's a lot. But I'm tired of my kids being attacked. I can't wait for court to be done because I don't see it, going any other way. And it's just the evidence of the case. Like that's what it is. You can't continue to damage a child and then it be something else. I don't see how that could I don't see how that could be any other way. Um, yeah, man. With me, I feel like I've been duped. I've been duped by the enemy, and shame is a thing, and it's something different when you take into people that aren't believers. People that aren't believers, it's like they don't understand. Yeah, that's what it is. They don't understand. But it's really not hard to understand because, you know, we put our faith and everything into all these things of this world, right? We are not of this world. We're not. And it's a trip because once you like really dive into the word, like once you start reading the Bible, you'll understand it and things will be revealed to you. And a lot of people, oh, well, I tried to read the Bible, I couldn't. No, you could read the Bible, you didn't read it correctly. What you do is you need to pray for understanding and for things to be revealed to you. That's how you read the Bible. Because if you don't, you're just reading it like it's a magazine. You know, where is your where is your understanding? Why are you reading this? Are you reading this to debunk it? Are you reading this to, well, try to debunk it? Because there is no debunking it. The person would have, if all these people, and we're talking about like, I want to think like 40 something people in the Bible and stretched out for thousands of years. Dead Dead Sea Scrolls match up with it. Um, there's Noah's Ark somewhere. I want to say it's in like Turkey or something, like in the mountains. Jesus's tomb. All these different things. Um, what is it? The Red Sea has chariots at the bottom of it. The Euphrates River is drying up. That's in the end times. What are we talking about? How are they talking about these things thousands and thousands of years ago? But man wrote it. But we believe in history books. Okay, well even if the Bible is a history book, you should believe it. And once you give your faith, like once you really start seeking the Lord, that's all you got to do. And then like it's so beautiful too, because you know Jesus died for our sins, and that's what makes the enemy such a deceiver. Because even with me knowing that the Lord has forgiven me for my sins, past, present, and future, I still feel shame for certain things that I do, and it will make me step away from the Lord because I don't feel. It's almost like I feel like I don't deserve it, or to, deserve my sins to be forgiven. But then when I look back at like some of the stuff that I did do, and I know those sins are forgiven. They're just out. Like I don't even think about them no more. But the current ones, it's like, well, would he forgive me for this? And it's really questionable. Like, but it's the flesh. Like, it's our bodies that do that because our bodies want the pleasures of the earth, and that's another reason why that's scary. Because if all we want is to satisfy the body, we won't be able to truly seek the Lord and do all the things. It'll always be a stopping block somewhere. Um, yeah, I was talking to a Lyft driver about the Lord, and he was saying, yeah, when I was a kid, I lived in California and it was rough, and I remember eating out of trash cans and just being on the street. And then he says, then I found a group of people. I can't remember the man's name. I wouldn't say it on here either. But he said I found a group of people. Some were Christians. Some went to church. Some read the Bible. And I was like, okay, well, you see that these people, I wouldn't say that they were sent from the Lord, but these people had a believing background. And for you to be on the street and to just find people that believe in the Lord and they helped you, the Lord has always been there, even when it looks dark. And that kind of went into my testimony a little bit, and like his eyes got big and whatnot. But just for me to be able to speak and say it out loud, like all the foul stuff that I've done, says a lot, because a person that a person that's wrong is not gonna admit the things that they've done. It's not going down. They're not doing it. Um, and I say that because I was a liar, and liar, a thief, and all the other stuff. I was everything. Um, Not tripping about it now. That's exactly what I was. I didn't care about. I lied a little bit, but I kind of told people the truth, and it just didn't matter. Nothing matters. And I asked him that if he reads the Bible, and he said no. He said he tried to read it a long time ago, and it just didn't go nowhere. I was like, oh well, when you're bored, you know, just crack open the Bible and see what happens. And then I told him, ask for understanding, so it won't be anything that you're missing. Because that's all people have to do is ask for whatever it is to be revealed. That's it. If you ask for something to be revealed, he will reveal it to you when it is time. Like, uh, if you pray for something, everything has an appointed time. Now, if you're not ready for it, no, I don't. He's not gonna do it. And I forgot the dude's name. I want to say his name is Johnny Chang. And if Lord is the Father that He is, and He's the best Father, why would He bless us with something that we can't keep? He wouldn't. Like, bless us with whatever we pray for, but we can't keep it because we're not ready. Like we're not prepared to keep the blessing, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but whatever you seek, that you don't believe that you can have. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. I was talking to my uncle about this yesterday. I never thought that my mom would be sober. I thought my mom was gonna die of alcoholism, and that's real. That's what it was. I thought she was gonna die of alcoholism, and I was just never gonna have a relationship with my mom. Oh, voice crack. With my mom, and it really it was a lot of nights of crying, and a lot of nights of feeling alone. But in those times, I always knew that the Lord was there. Like He is a father to the fatherless, but that's another thing. Like people want Him when it's bad. I'm guilty of it. I think that we're all kind of guilty of it. But I mean, at the end of the day, He knows our hearts and He knows what's gonna happen. Like He knows exactly what's gonna happen. So I mean, and then He's always playing 38 tier chess, so it don't matter. Like, isn't it a trip that we are all made? We're not. I try to be careful when I say this, but it's the only way I can say it. All of us are made perfect. Perfect. It's our sinful flesh. It's the flesh. But you, me, everybody else, we are made perfect because we're made in His image. So, if we're made in His image, that means we're perfect. All we have to do is posture our flesh for Him. Now, is there a perfect human? No. There was Jesus, and yeah, we killed Him. So, that sucks. But He knew what He had to do. What is going on? Okay, so I'm playing Fallout New Vegas, and I found the spacecraft and some aliens just kind of chilling. I hope they got a ray gun or something. I need that G. I need the juice. I need to get up and get back to cleaning. Just another spiritual attack that I had to really think about. Because the kids are always, don't see how they're always being attacked, man. But I know that's to break me and mom down. Like the enemy does not want us to be happy. And my girl had made a good point the other day. And this is just her thinking, whenever things do happen, like our ministry and the things that we're supposed to do is going to just take off. Don't know how, but it will. And honestly, even if we just document the way we are with our kids, granted, I don't want my kids to be on YouTube, but I know I am a pretty awesome dad. Don't try to toot my own horn, but I toot my own horn. And am I not hitting him? Oh man, I suck. But Maybe I wasn't supposed to kill these guys. Let's not kill no more. Oh, I already killed the captain. Oh, man. Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have killed the guys. But, I don't know. I don't see why I am being attacked in every way. And it's like, now I be feeling like my baby mom be doing some witch stuff and all that jazz. Like, man, it'd be, boy, I'd be questioning. I question a lot. And yeah, I mean, I don't understand it. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have killed the captain. Oh, we got an alien blaster. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know. What I've noticed is it's really it doesn't really make sense, or it's kind of like you can't. Once you find the Lord and start building a relationship and all those things, you can't really like truly be happy without him. And it's like, people say that, like, yeah, but you kind of can't, because like you can't stay calm, and then the Lord is just pure happiness. So yeah, it's out just being who you are, and not caring about really anything, and just self-serving. Like, yeah, I used to self-serve. I only really believed in myself. But I mean, now that that's gone, and even oh, that's you just had me restart for what? I was gonna start dumping on me. Yo, what is going on? Okay, so if I kill the captain, yeah, homeboy is super fast. I can't even catch him, G. I wonder if I shoot him in his leg or something. 'Cause he is ducking the fade. Alright, I'm in it. 'Cause I'm gonna get moving around.